receive the Ojoroi, the printed Ojoroi, we have a moment of a worker trying to delete the printing lines that usually 3D printed copies have, make it softer, okay? And we put it in a master mold, and we were able to make the first master copies of the Ojoroi, but he breaks in the mold. And when we are opening the mold and trying to get the pieces of 3D printing out of the mold, they will stick in the mold because of pressure and stuff. Because the material of the 3D print is made of is not the same as metal or FIMO or cook FIMO that is the traditional sculptors do, which is has less porosity, I will say. So we have this problem where the 3D pieces were getting stick into the molds. But we were able to pull out the Ojoroi. So the thing is, we can make more 3D tags, and it seems like the only problem is this problem with the masterpieces. But because it's a printed 3D model, doesn't matter. But Alex, the guy at the beginning of this slideshow, began to make experiments, okay, with pieces, and put more baby powder in one piece, and some chemical substances in other pieces. And at some point, he decided to get a dishwasher and put a drop in one of the pieces. And after opening the mold, the dishwasher piece pop up without getting a stick. So it was, maybe the dishwasher is the solution to 3D and the traditional sculpting in production. So dishwasher in everything, master mold, open, and everything pop up without sticking. So dishwasher was the revolution in Corvus Belli. The stock area, you know, where you can get a copy of any Infinity blister, the only place in the world where you can do that. The library of molds, these are the production molds, and there are some master molds over there. This is key thing. These molds are cheap, especially if we compare them to steel molds or plastic miniature. This is very cheap, and when they lose quality, you throw it away and you make another new mold, and the mold is done and the copies are beautiful again. So these cost like 50 euros each mold. So it's pretty affordable for us. The whole idea of metal miniatures, the whole production, the whole way of doing stuff and controlling production, not depending on external sources, is completely the key of being able to grow, being able to deliver so many miniatures every month. You can see spruce there. You know, the molds has this hole there, has two sides. You put it into a machine that rotates the mold very fast. You put the liquid metal, and the centrifugal force makes the metal reach every point of the mold, and this is the sprue. And all the rest, once you cut the copies, all this metal go back to foundry, and no problem at all. And if it has some dirt and sort of elements, those can get to the surface of metal when it's liquid, and with a spoon you get them, and if you have clean metal, once again, so it's pretty reusable. So okay, nothing here. Let's ask this question. Is Corvus Belli the ultimate draw company? So, I'm going just to mention decisions made with the heart that this company has, just talking about this year, okay? Things that the company has made that if we were a super capitalist company we won't do, okay? So, first of all, Neoterra balls released in blister, okay? At some point we released the Neoterra Capitalan Army starter pack, and it has 3 new Neoterra balls and 3 old Neoterra sculpts. So some people already has those sculpts, some people wanted to have those Neoterra balls. And it was like, people was in the forums, oh, please release them separately. And at some point, well, okay, let's do it. And so we made, just for 3 months, the Neoterra balls available in a separate blister with a very, very, very competitive price. I remember that we released Tariq Mansouri that month, and Tariq Mansouri sculpt was more expensive than the Neoterra balls blister. So that was a decision, you know, for the fan, for the community. Another one, Knights of Santiago. The same happens here. We release a box with 4 Santiago Knights. 2 are old and 2 are new. And some people already have the old ones. What should I do? Okay, we release the new ones in a separate list just for 3 months. Okay, those are decisions that if we were super into money, no, they have to buy the box. Another one, the Tomcats. We release a box of Tomcats, 3 Tomcats and 1 Tomcat. 2 of the Tomcats were old, 1 Tomcat was new, and the Tomcat was also new. Once again, we release it in a separate list so people who already have the old ones can buy the new ones without having to buy the box. You know? Okay. At some point, we have this discussion in the company, and some people made really good points here about maybe we should shut down the official forum because of many reasons and very, very important reasons. But the community, the American community, reacts to that, asking, hey, don't cut the official forums, and well, probably the decision was announced too soon because we were still discussing it. So all the feedback of the fan base and also we also spoke with some experts, people like Warren from Visual War and Larry Vela from Bell of Souls. I consider them experts, okay? And that people giving their answers to us, that people could be interested in, oh yes, shut down the official forums. I make an unofficial forum and I get all your community and I have a huge forum. But no, they didn't, they answered with their hearts. No, it's a bad idea. They would not beneficial to you. Having an 8-year-old forum in the internet means that you have a very old community and the community has their home there. So keep on the forums. Larry Vela or Warren could have answered with their brain thinking about having a huge community going to their websites, but they gave us a very sincere answer. So finally, Fernando said, no, we keep the forum. We have to write an apology, a retract from this decision and keep with the forum. So, fine, right? Okay, at the Interplanetary Tournament recently celebrated in Spain, we realized that one of the players, Ivan Ivanov, that's his name, from Russia, was his birthday. So Fernando get out of the company, buy a cake and put a cake next to him when he was visiting the studio. So this company even celebrates fans' birthdays. Decisions, I guess. There is this Warcore miniature that is coming out and will be available for everyone, but then we decided also to make a special edition only available for actual Infinity Warcores, okay? And this special edition will have, Magnus face, it's a way to pay respect and homage to Magnus, to Guillermo Hernandez, that has been most supportive fan and the most community leader that you can even imagine. A guy who has made Infinity communities everywhere he goes and organizes tournaments, and sometimes the company gives him some present and he makes the present of a tournament. So he gives everything to the fans and stuff. So an incredible guy here. And happy because the color pattern of the hat is there. So, and finally, please Dexter, rise up. I want you to please Dexter. Dexter, look how clean Dexter the clothes is. It's perfect.
Irons.
It smells good. At some point, So Dexter loses his flight back home when he was in the interplanetary tournament. He finally spent another week with us. We were completely, this guy. And Fernando, at some point, he needs the laundry to be made, and Fernando makes his laundry. So here we have Fernando listed already CEO, the manager of the company, making a fan laundry. The company that even made your laundry. I don't know what it will be next. Beyond that, who company made your laundry? I mean. Okay, yes. Some information here. September releases. Just information, not images. Valenciania box of Fusiliers, okay? The same quality as the Fusiliers from Operation Iceland box. Okay, box with hacker, missile launcher, sniper, and HNG. Okay, then we will have for Hack Islam Kasim Beg, Com Chieftain. Okay, it's not no longer Isat Beg, and the new name is Kasim Beg. I don't know why. And is the hero of the Com biker, so we will have another beautiful Com biker, okay? And might be a little surprise, but it's not yet confirmed, but might be very cool, okay? I have some images here. Combined Army, Kornak Gazagot, Superior Warrior Officer. I saw the miniature, it's beautiful, it's even bigger than a normal model, so it's lovely. I have the concept artwork here, I'll show you later. Okay. Mercenaries, the Warcors, but that miniature will be the normal Warcor, not Magno. Magno is only for super people, you know. Something new, Aled Tactiles. Something new. I have the concept artwork here, I will show you later. Okay. And we will release separately the Mototronica scenery pack that comes inside Operation Ice Storm. So someone likes it very much, he can get more copies. At some point, if Corvus Belli wants to support an event, we can send copies of that. At some point, that table that is in every tournament that has not enough terrain, maybe this can save the day, and putting the mats and the buildings and the containers will be the right thing to do for making, you know, more infinity tables. I also know that Microart Studio is going to release a very, very beautiful gaming mat, 4x4, with the same weight and texture that a mouse pad, okay, from computer. With texture made by Marcos Hidalgo, Topo Solitario, which is the same guy who has made the textures for Operation Ice Storm. So the whole thing fits perfectly. In fact, in the last Infinity, sorry.
How soon will he be hired by Corvus Belli?
Well, Marcos enjoys so much doing that stuff that he has a very friendly deal with us. But apart from being an awesome guy that makes excellent paper terrain, I think he is quite an elite programmer, computer programmer. So he has a salary that allows him to live in a very comfortable way. So,
so not soon.
So the guy is as awesome as he is. You know. So yes, in the last Infinity Beast of War week, there are some videos that you can see the actual Infinity Operation Ice Storm terrain over the Microart Studio gaming mat, and it looks perfect because the textures were made by the same guy. Now I have something beautiful here. Let me show you. Okay. There is this artist, his name is Renan Sanchez. He has worked for us many months, many years ago, and he has made beautiful pieces of artwork. But at some point, we lost contact with him. We tried to contact him month after month after month. We don't know what happened. The pieces were already made, but they were not paid, and we didn't have the high resolution file. We pray for him to be healthy wherever he is, but this cannot be published. This is completely never seen before artwork that was made for Paradiso and the artbook. So I'm going to show you here what couldn't get into some of the books, but the things are beautiful. This is Pentesilea fighting Aragoto. Okay, this was made for Campaign Paradiso. Some of those paintings made by Renan Sanchez were beautiful. It was a guy that you can trust to portray, you know, snapshots. snapshots of the Infinity flag, of the Infinity story. He was very narrative, making his stuff, and he had a great imagination for backgrounds and where to play, how to depict some scenes. So for this painting, we just gave him this layout concept dossier, the one you are seeing here, and the Aragotos dossier, and he creates this matrix-style scene. So he has a very full imagination. No, just little corrections made to these pieces of artwork. It was excellent. There are 2 seats empty there. If you guys were sitting on the floor. Okay. This another piece of artwork is US Ariadna. Okay. This is something like the Rocky Mountains, and this is the wall. Okay. This is where the US Ariadnas, we can see a foxtrot here, are containing the advances of the antipodes, the wild antipodes that are causing problems in US Ariadna. The first version was rocky, okay, the second version was more snowy. What you can see here is the US Ariadna, because you are so badass, so they get the dead antipodes and they hang them from the wall, so that will create a tribal scary effect onto the other antipodes. So pretty badass. Once again, we just mentioned to Reynan that this is the low-tech faction. This is not to look very sci-fi. These guys are more like survivors that have prospered in a very, very unfriendly environment, and he has delivered a piece of artwork that we are very happy with. Okay, this is a combined army speed paint. Okay, this is a human fortress that was conquered by the combined army, and we can see how they behave, how they cannibalize the architecture. This was all pure Reynan's scientific imagination. I mean, we just provided with the dossiers of the Sea Soldiers, the Sphinx, showed some reference images, but he didn't follow that pattern. He made his own stuff. We were super happy with the results. And at some point, he was asking, "Does this work for you? Do I continue doing this?" And we were like, so very cool stuff. He even created a super cannon over there, we never asked him that, but it looks awesome. Go with it. I like this one very much because it was my idea to suggest let's make an image where we can see how the Japanese are the cannon fodder in the Yuchin front. Okay, so I made a very childish sketch for Reynan, but he pulled out a very obvious concept painting. Here we can see the Japanese completely wounded, destroyed, being mistreated, and we can see here Sun Ce and the Imperial Service and the Yuchin troops like golden, even walking, and well, you can even imagine what these guys are talking about. Some holograms and Japanese stuff out there, but very obvious image. I like this image very much. The use of color and the use of light, super well done. Now allow me to show you something. These are holo ads made for Micro Studio for a second series of that kind of terrain with holo advertisement. So we made a few images, but when they ask us for making this kind of holo ads, I cannot create them because myself I have to ask Gutier, and Gutier provides a fluff text. So this is all these images are fluff accurate. It's not something that I made very quickly. It has to be has to pass Gutierrez filters, and Gutierrez has to come with the idea, the brands, the wording, everything is made by Gutierrez. Yes.
For these and also the pictures that we just saw, is there any possibility of them ever getting uploaded as like computer wallpapers online that people can download and use?
Have you seen the other folder, Corvus Belli, the Pro Company? Just
Sorry,
maybe enough noise in the forum that we want to shut down and okay, we'll do it. Okay, here we can see this is the advertisement for this weapon here. So all the fluff, all this text is written by Gutierrez himself. So everything is fluff accurate, as I was saying. Bacon resources, once again, Gutierrez at some point was very good bacon resources. He has projects for that.
Oh,
yeah, nice. That's cool.
When I was making this image, I was using silhouettes of other concept designs. So the father, the mother, the child, and the sexy girl. This is the female Spectre. This is Fusiler Angus. This is the Magariba pilot. And this is just a boy that comes me. Well, this has more work than all the other images. This spaceship was actually designed by Carlos Torres. And this is the ISS Solaris, which is the ship where the whole Dire Force box of Fleeting Alliance happens. Inside this ship is where Thasimedes and Lupe Balboa and his dragon, well, they have that vis-a-vis meeting. And also the Royal Space Unlimited, the naval officer works in this spaceship. So while all the other images were created using already existing artwork, new artwork was made for this.
Calling that an adventure now.
Cosplay of this.
So isn't it?
I don't think you should do it.
No,
I think somebody else should do it.
myself. Okay, I have something that I'm making lately in all the seminars. Allow me to go this way. So, I have 2 other seminars this year, and at one of them I put a list of top 10 blisters, okay, top 10 sales of blisters. And at the other one I made top 10 of boxes that are not the starters, okay. Now I'm going to make the top 10 of starter packs, but this list was used with the actual yesterday sales. So, because in the starter packs, this is a very useful guide of which are the most popular factions on sectorial armies in Infinity right now. So, let's see what do we have here, okay? So, number 10, Ariana starter pack. This is the year of release, but we have to consider this is the #1 reference of the whole catalog. But it's not fair because there was a starter pack in 2005, but this was replaced by a new starter pack in 2008. Anyway, it's a very old box and it's already in the top 10. And I must say that the starter packs usually have an amount of sales bigger than the rest of the products because everybody begins a faction with the starter pack. So Ariadna starter pack from 2008 is in the top 10. So we salute you, starter pack of Ariadna.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, number 9, Hacky Slash starter pack from 2010. It's still a very old box. Okay, you will see that the rest are more recent, most of them, but it's in number 9. So we salute you, starter pack of Hacky Slash. That Gulam, the female Gulam, is beautiful from this box. Okay, number 8, Japanese Sectoral Army. The Japanese are super popular in Infinity. Right now they're number 8, but probably for a lot of years they have been number 2, number 3, constantly selling lots of copies. The only one that sells the box, totally. Okay, number 6 now. No, number 7, Toha starter pack. Now they are number 7. There was a time where they are number 2, number 1 constantly also. So I think now it's time for another, begin to make a sectorial starter pack for the Toha. We're getting closer to that. Making starter packs and making all cost the same price except the model was difficult because all the 6 miniatures usually don't cost the same. In fact, this starter pack was made traditional sculpt by Jose Luis Roch, so more expensive miniatures really. So having to sell the Toha starter pack at the same price that the rest of the Toha starter pack, was not the same mathematics as any other boxes. These were more expensive miniatures really, because the whole translation of the Toha into sculpts was something that Jose Luis had to deliver and in a very careful way. So it took a lot of time to make these sculpts. Aleph starter pack, 219. This reference for years, you see people in production, 219, 219, asking constantly for this. This at some point was number 1, completely not to discussion for years, especially, Human Speed is released and everybody's buying the Aleph starter pack constantly, super sales. So we're getting closer to the top. What do you think is the next starter pack? What is the next one?
Bakunin.
Eh?
Bakunin.
What?
Bakunin?
Bakunin. Who else has something to say?
Corregidor.
Corregidor.
Combined armies.
Combined army. Okay, let's see.
Contessalia.
Steel Phalanx. Of course, the Steel Phalanx, super popular army right now. So we have both Aleph starter packs in 5 and 6. So they're in the top 10. Aleph is a very popular faction, really. Okay, number 4. Which is number 4?
Correct.
Corregidor?
Morats.
Moraz?
Morats.
Military with
Militaries are number 4. 268 is older than many others, okay? It's older than the Steel Phalanx, but it sells more copies. It's older than the Toha. The military orders are the nice theme army. It's a concept idea that still sells lots of copies. So many people probably jump into this game because of the knights, maybe. We salute you, knights. So, number 3 now. Correct.
Eventually it'll rise.
Probably because it's very recent starter pack,
Yeah.
So the sales are big. Well, it would be unfair to say this, okay? But I would say that it's because it's a very recent starter pack, and people enjoy Pan-Oceania so much. But now, Operation Ainstorm has come out, so probably the Operation Ainstorm box, which is a starter, will be super number 1. Number 2, Corregidor, right?
Fine.
No. That's the new term.
Corregidor.
I knew it.
So very successful box,
Excellent.
probably because